beautiful good morning from wherever you are watching us from. This is the weekend edition of Millennium Kwacha, where we bring you nothing but the best in entertainment and lifestyle. To host you, I'm Moses Walia, and as usual, we have interesting stories for you. And we sincerely apologize for starting late. So I'm not alone. I've been joined by a guest host, and this is Posi Zambia. Posi, welcome.
Thank you so very much for having me. I'm really humbled.
All right, welcome. Okay, so as usual, we have a jam-packed show for you. We have interesting stories, juicy gossip, and to start with, we have Alice Rowlands. So this week, Alice took to her Instagram to announce that she is contesting for Mrs. World Beauty Pageant for 2022. What do you think about that?
Well, I feel, I think it's about time that, you know, as a nation, we really have to put out some stars out there. And many people, you know, aspiring to really, you know, occupy greater positions in different aspects of life. Let's talk about Patson Daka. Let's talk about Mwepu. You know, in the football, I think we are contributing and we are doing quite better. And, you know, it's really giving the dream out to most of the Zambian youths to really picture, to say, you know what, you can be here tomorrow, you can be there, as long as you just don't lose your footing. I feel Alice Rowland is on, you know, on a beautiful on a beautiful path. And I feel like if she focuses, she's really going to achieve something, literally, because it doesn't matter where you come from. I mean, the same world, you know, this is just the same world. You find out to say that the person who won the other time, you know, maybe African, again, maybe American, I don't know. So the same way World Cup changes, I feel like, you know, opportunities are given to literally each and every country. So I feel she's really stepping up for us in you know, in good faith, and she should believe. And you know, I was checking out her Facebook page. I saw a certain photo where she posed like, now she's doing the greatest stance.
Yes. So I'm actually really proud of her, because I think the last time she participated in a beauty pageant, that was 2010, and that was Miss Universe. Which was in Las Vegas, you know. And since then, she's been the national director of Miss Universe Zambia. You know, she's been grooming young girls that have been going to the actual Miss Universe, you know, which is a beautiful thing. So I think this is her second pageant, which is Mrs. World, and it's coming after her marriage, you know, to I don't really know the name because she doesn't use it much, the husband's name, but she recently got married to a white man. And she's
When was the wedding? I didn't see the wedding.
So the wedding was just, the only thing we got to see was the ring.
Okay.
So apparently, kubanza tu kubazunguma ring ya dipavidi. Engagement ring, there's a certain way it looks, and
also the marriage.
Yes, it also looks a certain way. So
that was a marriage ring.
So now she has the marriage ring. That's how we all know to say, she's now finally tied the knot with the fiancé. So she's now married, and she's now contesting in this pageant. So this pageant is strictly for married people. You know, so I think, which is also just coming in with a lot of maturity.
Yes, a lot of maturity, new dimension, new expectations.
Exactly. Yes, so it's sort of like a new journey. So I'm really, really proud of her. So in case you would like to be a part of this show, you can check out our live stream on our Facebook page. We are Millennium TV Zambia. You can post all your interactions there, and we'll be able to read them right here on set. So moving on, we have Nigerian media personality, Toke Makinwa, who is set to premiere her first ever talk show, Talk with Toke, featuring Africa's biggest personalities like Pearl Tusi, Nasty C, Moonchild, Zari, and our very own media personality, Mutale Mwanza, as well as Ivanka Bianca.
Wow.
Was
that a trip all about this guy?
That's what that trip was actually all about. You know, people were speculating, what are they going to do?
What are they going to do? In the first place, I didn't know Ivanka was part of the trip.
Me too.
I was following Mutale. I was like, now she's doing something. And then I saw like, these guys were together. I was like, okay, great. It's really good to see Zambians, you know, collaborating and working together to make sure that, you know, certain things like that are achieved, because it's about time, like, we went flat out. Like this time around, it's all out. And I really love the move and, you know, the togetherness into how they, you know, it's a rare thing, you know.
It's a rare thing. Yes, seeing those two together. Yes, and because I could actually even see pictures of them together, and most of the majority of the comments were that no, Mutale doesn't look happy. You know, she's not happy for Ivanka. She's not happy that they're actually in the same place in a foreign country with Ivanka. And I remember she responded actually to one comment where she said, I don't know why you guys like assuming things, but I'm all about love. Yeah. You know? So apparently people were actually blaming her smile to say, no, we know it when Mutale is really happy. This is not her genuine smile.
I think as people, we love putting people in a certain position that they have to respond to, or maybe if they don't do certain things, it's like that. I feel like it comes with being a celebrity or being a public figure. You know, people think they know it all about you. They're able to tell like whether you are happy or not. And sometimes you just wake up and then you just there, you know, like you're just there. Yeah. So I feel like people have a certain way and expectations on how you should look like when you're happy, how you should look like when you're married, how you should look like when you're single.
You know, exactly.
They don't like the evasion in between. But that was really so beautiful to see them in one place. Like you can imagine Mutale Mwanza, Ivanka, Bianca, like sitting on the same table and having a meal and interacting.
Because we saw all those TikTok videos of them being together. We saw them doing the back summer challenges.
Yeah.
You know, which is pretty much amazing.
Yeah.
You know, congratulations to Toke. So her talk show is premiering on November 19th.
Oh.
Yes, so the first season actually is the one that has Mutale and Ivanka. Yeah, so it will be... Yeah, the first season.
I really can't wait for the season.
Yeah. So it will be on Honey TV Africa.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's interesting. It's interesting, you know, just to see big personalities, you know, from different parts of Africa, and including our very own. You know, I think I'm amazed. What a time to be alive.
If I was Mutale Mwanza, I would have waited for the time she was filming all of these guys. I was like, I'm there at the hotel. I was like, when are you filming? Nice to see. I come over.
I'm filming Talk to See, you know, exactly.
But anyway, it's one of those things,
Yeah, so talking about big moves, we have South African artist Heavy K that has collaborated with American artist Ed Sheeran on his song Shivers. How amazing is that?
Heavy K.
Heavy K,
Heavy K. I love the name, and I love how... Because I'm now, when I was looking at the pictures, I was like, how did he come up with the name Heavy K? And I looked at the pictures and I found out to say that this is literally something about the name, as in how it relates to the personality.
Yeah.
You know, like, that is not just coming from within. The dude is heavy.
He's really, really heavy. I like the fact, I would really like to hear the story behind on how Ed Sheeran actually got Heavy K on the project.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was telling you, this is all about the world taking part into the world includes everything in it. You know what I mean? Like Africa, all these continents, and I like how the whole world is now getting together.
Yes.
Now more than ever, the world is
seeing this oneness now.
Can you just imagine Ed Sheeran waking up and then just be like, Heavy K, dude?
Exactly, all the way to South Africa. You know, he crossed all these other African countries. You know, left all his American fellow artists and just started to collaborate with Heavy K. And talking of this, you know, I think it's become a very common thing now to see these guys from overseas now coming to Africa. Because was it last year when Beyonce actually collaborated with most African artists?
Yes.
You know,
Justin Bieber with the African
album.
Giants.
Yes, with Burna Boy.
Burna Boy,
yeah. So it's really, really amazing. Talk of Wezi. You know, Wezi shot her shots on Twitter this week. You know, where she talked about wanting to collaborate with Clean Bandits because she likes what they do, she likes what they represent, and how they just put out their work. And surprisingly, Clean Bandit saw that and they responded to say, we are ready.
Wow.
You know, so you can imagine that. Just imagine a collaboration between Clean Bandit and Wezi. And we know how our very own Wezi Heart Sound has those strong vocals, guys. Exactly. Yes. You know how she sings Nimbo Zako, how she sings in Tawi.
You know, she has this vibe on the vocal that she's able to really make you get married to the tone and
I
feel
actually
the
prefer
vibe.
the live music to even the original music.
The original, yeah. She's like, she lives, you know, her voice lives in her. Like, she has a life into it. You know, I don't want to talk about
anyway.
it.
Anyway, yeah. So congratulations to all of these. So moving on from there, we have the ZAM president, Tivo Shikapwasha, who took several shots at a named Zambian producer. This was really interesting, guys, to see. So this past week, what happened, for those that do not really know the story. So this past week, Tivo Shikapwasha, who's apparently the ZAM president, took to social media to complain about how Zambian artists, steal the sound, how they steal beats, how they steal ideas, from the foreign music, from foreign artists, and then they try and fuse that in their personal projects. So he just he vented out his sentiments, and people took it personal, apparently, So some people were saying, no, we know who he's actually referring to. So some people say that he was referring to KB Killer Beats. We're not sure how true that is, because KB has not responded to that yet. But from people, can I really call them diehard fans, that really follow these things? So some people said, apparently, he stole the beat from Matrimony. So that's a song by Wale featuring Asha.
It's a question of my heart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I don't belong to anyone.
Yes. So some people said he stole that, but we're not the judges here. So
we're not the judges.
For you to judge. Actually, if you'd like to be a part of this show, if you'd like to also vent out your sentiments, air out your opinion, we are live on our Facebook page. We are Millennium TV Zambia. You can post all your comments and we'll be able to read them right here on set. So let us know what you think about this. So go on YouTube and listen to Matrimony by Wale featuring Asha and My Diary Session 11 by KB Killer Beats, and then you will let us know what you really think. So we are not the judges.
No, we're not the judges.
So we're waiting to actually hear from KB Killer Beats. If I thought it's true, maybe it could have been inspiration. We don't know. It could have been, maybe they are his role models. We do not know yet. So let's just wait.
Or maybe just jumped out of his head and then it sounded the same.
Or maybe it could be a coincidence. Exactly. All right. Anyway, so moving on, we have Joe Boy scheduled to perform in Zambia. How cool is that?
Oh yeah, we recently had Fireboy.
Yes.
And
with Peru.
Para. And Joe Boy.
And they actually look similar because of the dreadlocks.
They look similar, bro. And then all of them have got the boy thing at the end of it.
Yeah, Fireboy.
Joe Boy, Fireboy,
Joe Boy.
Yeah, so the one who's coming is Joe Boy.
So Joe, the boy have these dreadlocks. This one is Joe Boy. The other one is Fireboy. This one has
texture.
Yes, skin texture, and then also one has this hit song Peru. The other one has this hit song Alcohol. So
yeah,
which is
I think is it Fireboy or Joe Boy who came first on the scene?
It was
with that song. There was that kind of song which had this nice video.
What if I say? What if I say?
Exactly.
I think it could be that's Fireboy.
And who did this? A boyfriend of mine.
Okay, now I'm not sure of that one.
Exactly.
But I
wanted you to get into that limbo because you definitely, when you hear the song, it's like, is this Fireboy
or Joe Boy?
Joe Boy.
But I think I got to know Fireboy first, then Joe Boy. But I'm really going to research on who really came on the scene earlier than the other.
I feel I knew Joe Boy first before I knew Fireboy.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. This is actually a topic for another day. We need to debate on this. All right. So he's set to perform in Zambia on the 18th of December. They are saying the venue is yet to be advised, so we cannot wait.
Yeah.
It's the festive season. I mean, we don't mind having him around. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, moving on. So we have Jerox remix featuring Pop 10 and Dr. Namandingo set to drop on Monday. So this is the Jehovah remix.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So I like this because it's like Namandingo is really doing the most. Because he recently collaborated with Yo Maps, exactly. And he also has a concert. I'm not sure if it has passed or if it's...
No, it's really coming, and I'm one of those people who are organizing.
Interesting. He's really doing the most. I mean, we don't usually see this where a foreign artist actually gets, to be as active as Namadingo, you know,
As
how
Namadingo.
yeah, you know, as Namadingo, yeah, so he's as active
Namadingo.
as he can be in 2 countries, you know, and it's pretty much amazing.
Yeah,
That's one thing I like about him.
Actually, he's a very close friend of mine.
Oh,
He's
interesting.
been learning most of his Bemba from me. It's
Really?
We were able to sit down and digest his Bemba because he wants to sink in as much.
Oh, okay.
Because there is a difference in between just getting to interact with fans on social media versus when somebody will be like, "Hey, Namadingo," and then it was like, Ulibanji, you know, like kind of a thing, Ulishani, and then people get to feel a certain way of a connection. So trying to really get him synchronized with his fans in Zambia, and pretty much doing much more, especially when it comes to different countries, because he's been trying to learn the languages and trying. I feel he's got songs in French, literally in many different African languages, which is very good for him, especially when sets off to release.
It's pretty much interesting, so that you know to say he's not just singing for Malawi or Zambia, but he's actually singing for the entire world, which is pretty much amazing. All right, so kudos to them. I'm sure it's a video coming up because I know Jerox is really good. It's really good when it comes to mastering the art of surprises. So I know it's definitely a video coming. Jerox, you better not disappoint me. I hope it's a video. All right, so you are still watching the weekend edition of Millennium Kwacha with me, Moses and Paul. And if you'd like to be interact with us, you can check out our live stream on our Facebook page. We are Millennium TV Zambia. Post all your interactions there, all your comments there, and we'll be able to read them right here on set. So moving on, we have Yomap's album Commando hitting 2 million views in one
Commando.
week. How amazing is that?
You know, I actually expected that. You know, Yomaps is a very talented artist,
very
and
talented.
he's really contributed massively to the music industry in as much as the music industry is concerned.
Yes.
Like, he's really been there. If you would really say the top 10 artists in Zambia is amongst them, and I feel that this whole Commando album was really waited for. You know, it's received
even just
different
the marketing strategy. It was really on point.
It was really on
made
point,
people really anticipate. They couldn't wait to hear it. And when it finally dropped, you know, just getting those views in hours, and you know, because I think he got over almost 300,000 streams in 24 hours, which was pretty much amazing. But 2 million in 1 week, that is amazing.
It's massive. It's very massive.
We're talking about also his Commando video on YouTube, you know. I was checking it this morning. It actually has 953,000 views.
So it's really getting to a million?
It's getting to 1 million in 3 weeks. Maybe as we are speaking, it's even 1 million by now. Which is pretty much amazing.
It's pretty amazing,
yeah. And also, there's this song by Y Celeb featuring Omosepela Crown.
Omosepela Crown,
Yes. So it hit 1 million views this week also.
Oh. Beautiful.
Pretty much amazing after 7 months, but it's still an achievement. Which is amazing. Moving on, also we have local fashion brand Nkandayatu, who showcased in style at this year's Windhoek Fashion Week, which was pretty much amazing. So
that was really amazing. You know, it's really good. Like I said, all sectors of life, all sectors of, you know, contributing to put one or two things where, you know, people can actually say, wow, I think we're really getting there. You know, this time is innovation time, and I feel like most youths and most brands are really setting out to really, you know, showcase, and in as much as, you know, we are not shooting for perfection, we are really getting there.
We are getting there, and I'm amazed at his consistency, because this is his 3rd time in a row to actually showcase at Windhoek Fashion Week. You know, it wasn't his first time. And last year they did a joint showcase with another local fashion brand, Kaslita Designs. You know, so they both went there and they did a joint showcase with Nkandayatu's brand ambassador Tintin, which was pretty much amazing, because it's something that other designers do not do. Usually when we hear of fashion shows, people just usually go there and do the usual thing, the normal thing where they just dress the models that are there and they get to walk on the runway. But where you come up with concepts, you know, these unique concepts of how to do it, I mean, can actually even help you to sell everything maybe off the runway, you know, sometimes. And I like the fact that this time around he went with not just the clothes, but he has now what they call kandaya to accessories that has the bags, you know, from backpacks to carrier bags, to handbags, to purses, to clutch bags, you know, even belts now. So yeah, and some of the things were actually selling off the runway. Some of the things were sold days, you know, after the showcase, which was pretty much amazing. And this time around, the collection was actually called Summer and Fall. Oh, yeah. Very, very beautiful collection. Wow. It was amazing. And
by the way, I love the dress that Mampi that they did for Mampi.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Is it the purple and pink one?
Yeah,
yeah, that was really amazing. And you know, they've been doing amazing things for Mampi recently. She also recently wore a black and white dress. Yep, that was in Kandayatu as well. Oh. There was another time she attended the Multi Talents event where she wore that red dress with a head wrap. That was in Kandayatu as well. So they are really, really doing the most at the moment. I feel like they are really putting their work out there, and that's what we are looking for.
That's for sure.
You know, yeah. So
and visibility.
As they were showcasing, they also collaborated with Namibia's rapper Lioness. So, yes, she actually attended the Lusaka July, and she also got to perform
I was there.
Definitely, yeah. So she won Kandayatu, and she performed on the runway as they were showcasing. Oh yeah, how cool is that? We only get to see such a
It was really cool for me. I saw it in person. I was there seated, and I was like, oh, this is really some massive work. Yes, and you know, it's really good to see how, you know, they could actually gauge the person and then just shoot to the direction. Yes, this is some creativity that we haven't seen in a long time, because people will just be like, yeah, this looks good on you, but then they make something which looks tailor-made. Exactly, and all that is tailor-made, you know, locally produced, and it's pretty much amazing, because Nkandaitu came on the scene in 2016, so it's been barely, is it 5 years now? But they're doing amazing things, you know. They're on the right track, just the hints. So I heard he's apparently yet to showcase at Paris Fashion Week next year. So massive things are coming, but I don't want to spill the beans more, because I don't think I'm in the right place to do it. For sure. Yeah. But anyway, you are still watching the weekend edition of Millennium Kwacha with me and Paul. And if you would like to be a part of our show, you can actually post all your comments on our live stream. We are Millennium TV Zambia, so you can post all your comments, post all your interactions in the comment section, and we'll be able to read them right here on the show. So moving on, now we're going international. So we have Paris Hilton, who is now married. How cool is that? Yeah, so I mean, we've known Paris Hilton. I mean, we've literally grown up watching her on TV, you know. I know to say she has the most fragrances. She has, I think, almost 30 fragrance lines. Yeah. And I know to say she was once upon a time Kim Kardashian's best friend. Yeah. And she's been around. She's been around for some time. And for some time, yeah. You know, growing up, whilst, you know, seeing these things, at some point I begin to feel and think, you know, every time people want to make a decision of getting married, I start thinking to say, you know, this is a lifetime commitment. It's a lifetime commitment. And you've made all these achievements, and now you want to settle down these achievements with another partner in it, and then everything. I feel like it takes quite a tougher decision, and it does. And you have to like think through it, and you also just have to make sure that the person you're with actually really loves you, and they are not just there for you for the sake of your wealth or your fame, you know. So it really takes in a lot for somebody to actually come to that decision. I like the fact that she's now 40, she's all matured, and she's finally decided to settled down with this man. And so her wedding, you know, I just forgot this. She actually wore 4 wedding dresses. Serious? Yes, 4 wedding dresses. You know, I know one was done by Oscar De La Renta. I'm not really sure who did the other 3 dresses, but that one particular one she wore at the reception was done by Oscar De La Renta, which is amazing. And they also have
they have thing coming up, Paris in Love, a reality show.
A reality show?
Yeah, Paris in Love. It will be premiering very soon. Not really sure where exactly, but we'll keep you posted.
I think it will also, her marriage will also keep mileage to the show.
Exactly, yes. Look at the fact that she's already
a
public figure, she's already famous, so this is just going to increase
its mileage.
The rates, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So moving on also, we have Adele, who is back tomorrow with a 2-hour concert and a sit-down interview with Oprah Winfrey.
Hello from the other side.
Yeah. So yeah, how amazing.
She's been there, trust me.
She's been there. So we are all waiting to see this concert. It was a 2-hour concert and it was a star-studded event, you know.
Yeah.
Celebrities were actually flying all the way to
the event. I was like, I watched, which celebrity is that?
Yeah, I got...
Gordon, who's this guy?
Yes, I also
the karaoke style thing?
Yes, I also got to see Gayle King, you know, Oprah was there.
Flew all the way.
Yeah, flying all the way, and then it's the interview for me. So if you've noticed that interview, so those two are actually sitting for the first time.
Oh.
And they were actually meeting for the first time.
For the first time.
For the first time. So now this is Oprah, who's been, in the media space for a very long time. And
she's really been there.
It was amazing to actually learn that she was meeting Adele for the first time.
Because
even Gayle King was shocked, like, Oprah, are you serious? How are you meeting Adele for the first time? Exactly.
Wow.
You know, so
maybe from let's just put in a blind eye to say like when you're in Africa, like you're in Zambia, like we automatically think people in the other countries like pretty would meet, like, yeah, you know, it's a thing. Yeah. But then they live in different countries. So it's kind of, you cross to another country to meet the person.
No, but this is Oprah, trust me. I mean, Oprah flies for interviews.
Yeah.
This is Oprah, because even her interview was done at her own house.
Yeah.
You know, you can imagine. And everything was actually set up the day before, because it was just a concert at the beginning, and then they in the beginning it was just a concert, and then they finally decided to also do the interview. So, but why don't we also try and do an interview with her? Yes, which was pretty much amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I like the fact that even their outfits, so keep it locked for tomorrow on CBS. The outfits actually similar.
Oh, yeah.
So they are both like in white suits, which was a coincidence, because Oprah also just got dressed the very day for the concert, and they just happened to be in the same outfits. You know?
If you're dressed the same day, it's not a possibility that you're gonna communicate and buy things the same day that look similar. So
exactly. So just went in the closet, try and pick something, and then boom, it was similar to what she was wearing.
Oh yeah.
So we cannot wait. So this is about her new album. It's about her divorce. It's about her son. It's about her new journey and her new man as well. So it's gonna be pretty much amazing.
It's gonna be pretty much. I look forward to learn much more, because you know, people on the limelight have got, you know, like I said, people who are not celebrities have got expectations of how things should look like, should go like, and now this is now the reality coming to life, where now she tells you the story as it is, the depression part of it, you know, the hiccups,
so we definitely
decisions made.
Yeah, you know,
it's crazy.
Which is why I cannot really wait to watch this interview, because she brings out so much. She talks about her weight loss. She talks about
she really lost weight. I saw the picture.
Yeah, exactly. She talks about what this album really means to her, you know, what she was going through the time she was writing it, and how it's actually a dedication to her son, because all the answers, you know, should her son ask about her ex-husband, all the answers are in the album.
Yeah.
You know, so it's pretty much amazing. I mean, she's actually the face of Rolling Stone magazine as we are speaking. She's the cover for their recent issue, and also they just released a Vogue issue. She's also the cover. She's doing the most, you know. It's like her year.
Imagine Oprah Winfrey flying for your album.
Exactly. As well as Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
You know, which was pretty much crazy. Amazing. Yeah. All right, moving on. We're back home. So footballer Cletus Chama buys new girlfriend Mavis Mukwiza a Mercedes Benz.
I almost heard Messi Mukwiza.
No, Mavis. So Mavis is the younger sister to Mercy Mukwiza.
Oh.
Yes. This is coming after 4 months of Cletus Chama's wife who recently passed on. So she passed on 4 months ago. They buried, and it's been 4 months after, and now we heard he is dating Mavis Mukwiza, and they have bought her a brand new Mercedes Benz.
4 months?
In 4 months, yes.
Of the wife's death?
Yes, of the wife's death. What do you think?
Well, do we have any other story? I don't want to sound
okay. Let's leave it for the viewers.
Yeah, let's leave it for the viewers.
In case you are wondering on how to get through to us, we are live, on Millennium TV Zambia Facebook page. So you can air out your opinions, in the comment section, and we'll be able to read them right here on set. So right about now, we take a short commercial break. We'll be right back with more interesting stories. So stay tuned.
Millennium TV is officially everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere?
Everywhere.
Everywhere in Zambia.
From the north, south, east, and west, Millennium TV is bringing to you the latest updates in the business world and current affairs, in local and international news.
New developmental activities in the farming sector, as well as how you can make a profit in farming.
We come at the very center of your hustle to find you to tell us your story.
How you can develop your business and principles to real success from the men and women who inspire us.
That's true. We make sure that you have the latest information on stocks and commodities, both on local and international markets.
We mean business here, but we don't want you to miss on our entertainment shows. So if you are in Lusaka,
Kitwe, Kabwe, Ndola, Chingola, Kafue, Chipata, Sodwezi, Mungu, the tourist city, Livingston, Choma, Kasama, Chinsali, and Mazabuga.
tune in to your first interactive business and financial news channel. Who knows? You might learn one or two things.
Millennium TV. We mean business.
5, 4, 3.
Who are we? What are we about? Say you want to learn about business or get latest news updates in business news, social and economic issues, stock exchange, latest exchange rates, and all financial matters, or you want to learn on how to manage your money from savings, banking, insurance, to maybe our new traditional way of doing things like village banking. And if you're like me, planning and constantly making sound financial decisions is essential. So I need to keep abreast with upcoming investments, taxes, technology, or entrepreneurship prospects. Interesting, right? So what if I told you by just one click you can learn from mining, agriculture, tourism, manufacturing services, and yes, entertainment industries. After all, the more you know about money, the better financially you will be. So who are we? What are we about? Millennium TV, your first business and financial news television channel. Catch us on Top Star, Channel 95, or follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. Millennium TV, we mean business. Who are we? What are we about? Say you want to learn about business or get latest news updates in business news, social and economic issues, stock exchange, latest exchange rates, and all financial matters, or you want to learn on how to manage your money from savings, banking, insurance, to maybe our new traditional way of doing things like village banking. And if you're like me, planning and constantly making sound financial decisions is essential. So I need to keep abreast with upcoming investments, taxes, technology, or entrepreneurship prospects. Interesting, right? So what if I told you by just one click you can learn from mining, agriculture, tourism, manufacturing services, and yes, entertainment industries. After all, the more you know about money, the better financially you will be. So who are we? What are we about? Millennium TV, your first business and financial news television channel. Catch us on Top Star, Channel 95, or follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. Millennium TV, we mean business. Who are we? What are we about? Say you want to learn about business or get latest news updates in business news, social and economic issues, stock exchange, latest exchange rates, and all financial matters, or you want to learn on how to manage your money from savings, banking, insurance, to maybe our new traditional way of doing things like village banking. And if you're like me, planning and constantly making sound financial decisions is essential. So I need to keep abreast with upcoming investments, taxes, technology, or entrepreneurship prospects. Interesting, right? So what if I told you by just one click you can learn from mining, agriculture, tourism, manufacturing services? Who are we? What are we about? Say you want to learn about business or get latest news updates in business news, social and economic issues, stock exchange, latest exchange rates, and all financial matters, or you want to learn on how to manage your money from savings, banking, insurance, to maybe our new traditional way of doing things like village banking. And if you're like me, planning and constantly making sound financial decisions is essential. So I need to keep abreast with upcoming investments, taxes, technology, or entrepreneurship prospects. Interesting, right? So what if I told you by just one click you can learn from mining, agriculture, tourism, manufacturing services, and yes, entertainment industries. After all, the more you know about money, the better financially you will be. So who are we? What are we about? Millennium TV, your first business and financial news television channel. Catch us on Top Star, Channel 95, or follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. Millennium TV, we mean business. Who are we? What are we about? Say you want to learn about business or get latest news updates in business news, social and economic issues, stock exchange, latest exchange rates, and all financial matters, or you want to learn on how to manage your money from savings, banking, insurance, to maybe our new traditional way of doing things like village banking. And if you're like me, planning and constantly making sound financial decisions is essential. So I need to keep abreast with upcoming investments, taxes, technology, or entrepreneurship prospects. Interesting, right? So what if I told you by just one click you can learn from mining, agriculture, tourism, manufacturing services, and yes, entertainment industries. After all, the more you know about money, the better financially you will be. So who are we? What are we about? Millennium TV, your first business and financial news television channel. Catch us on Top Star, Channel 95, or follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. Millennium TV, we mean business. Who are we? What are we about? Say you want to learn about business or get latest news updates in business news, social and economic issues, stock
Welcome back. You are still watching the weekend edition of Millennium Kwacha with me, Moses. And right about now, we get to my favorite part of the show, which is the Popopo. We get to look at the best celebrities of the week. And this week, we had 4 looks that were stunning. So my first selection is Mampi, the Queen Diva. So Queen Diva Mampi took to her Facebook this week, just in a very nice leather short dress, you know, with leather brown dress with brown stilettos, beautiful shoes, as well as nice brown hair. You know, she really looked amazing. I mean, everything was on point. Her skin texture was equally complementing with the color of the outfit. I mean, I think she killed it. She nailed it. I think there's another picture where she's in a green hat. That was really, really nice. I mean, brown and green, I think, are just 2 complementary colors that complement each other. She really, really looked amazing. So away from Mampi, we also have Ivanka Bianca. So Ivanka also posted a picture of herself in Cape Town as she was with Tale Mwanza. So we also get to see her in a beautiful, beautiful red dress. So we're not yet sure if she's gonna be a part of the talk show, the new talk show by Toke. So, but that was where they were, and she really, really looked amazing. I mean, we don't get to see this side of Bianca most of the times, but she really, really looked amazing. I mean, how cool is that? So we cannot wait for Talk with Toke, which is set to premiere on November 19th on Honey TV Africa. So you will get to see more of that look on Bianca. So moving on, we have Komba Lume. So Komba Lume also showed up in a yellow tuxedo that was actually made by a local fashion brand, Esnoko. And he really, really looked amazing. I mean, we don't usually get to see men rock the loud colors, but I mean, he nailed it. I think also his skin color complemented with that yellow. I don't think I would really look good in yellow because I'm dark, but I mean, Komba did the damn thing. I mean, that really looked nice. I mean, kudos to you, Snoko. You did a really good job. Next up, we have Alice Rollins Musukwa, who showed up on her Instagram in that beautiful long gown. That was amazing. Yeah, I mean, that was really, really nice. I know Alice is quite tall, and we also don't get to see her covered up most of the times, but she covered up this time around. She looks really, really amazing, and she will be contesting for Mrs. World Pageant 2022. I mean, how amazing is that? How amazing is that now that she is a Mrs.? So yeah, she also looks nice. I think I like that. I like the fact that the makeup was not too much, and yeah, that was really, really cool. And that was all I had for you on our Popopo segment. And next up, I have an interesting guest. You don't want to miss this. But right now, I take a short break. I'll be right back.
Millennium TV is officially everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere? Everywhere.
Everywhere in Zambia.
From the north, south, east, and west, Millennium TV is bringing to you the latest updates in the business world and current affairs, in local and international news.
New developmental activities in the farming sector, as well as